This is a video I've meant to do for the last few weeks, actually. I'm going to show you something, and I want to know what you think. I can't be the only one that's noticed this. I can't be. But where are all the insects? Let me just show you this. Just hold on a minute. I don't know whether you can see this. I've got a bit of glare on the screen, so I can't really be sure whether you're going to see it properly. This is a buddleia, yeah? All the lovely flowers on it. These are butterflies and bees' favourites. I mean, normally there's bees and butterflies on these all the time. I haven't seen one this year, not one. There's a few flies about, but nothing like there should be. I mean, milking people will know this. In this time of year, they're an absolute pain in the fucking arse in the pile of the flies. But look, there's nothing on there. There's a few flies knocking about, but nothing like there should be. What do you think? Well, I looked at the cows yesterday in the yard. I mean, it was a crap day yesterday. There is open cloud today, but yesterday it was just overcast. It was warm, but just under that blanket that we've had all bloody summer. I mean, the grass growth is fucking awful. I've actually opened the silage clamp yesterday because I've just barely got any grass. I put a load of slurry out because we're going to get rain again, but what do you think? Conspiracy? Is it from them spraying chemicals in the atmosphere, changing the weather? I don't know. What do you think? But I can't be the only one that's noticed that there are no bloody insects about. I haven't seen one bee, not one bumblebee this year. It dawned on me a few weeks ago. I thought, we've normally got loads of bumblebees knocking around here, and bees, and even wasps. I mean, fucking wasps. But there's nothing about. It's not good. Something is going on, definitely. There is something happening. And it is bloody worrying because it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect us. I mean, nothing's growing properly. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. Tell me what you think. I can't be the only one that's noticed this. It can't be.
Shalom. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach one of rule well and taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Akwat listening, learning, sincerity, and the truth in silence, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp. Here in Toronto, here with another lesson. Right, and we'll get right into it. Right. And what we saw there was a farmer. Matter of fact, let's open with that scripture. Right, and he's questioning. He's noticing a difference in the climate, agriculture, the ecosystem, the wildlife. He's noticing a difference, right? And he's asking, and he's saying, he's asking what the F is going on, right? And we know, us in this truth, we know what's going on, right? 2 Ezra 15. And 13, it reads, they that till the ground shall mourn, right? They that till the ground, the farmers, right, mourn. Why are they mourning? Their crops aren't yielding. Right? They're Listen, farmers spend a lot of money. Farmers have a line of credit. Farmers have to get loans for their equipment, seed, fertilizer. Right? All that is upfront expenditure. Right? Right? Before they see a penny. So they dump all this money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, to till their soil, plant their seeds, fertilize, heavy duty equipment, harvest, and then sell before they see their money. Right? So what these farmers are now seeing, and they've been seeing for years, but it's becoming more and more pronounced, evident, is crop failure. Right? So they're mourning. For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail. Right? Their crops are failing. Right? Weather, hail. Right? Blasting. The elder the elder from the main camp in New York, Amawan Gabar, he brought this out yesterday. Blasting. Right? It's also known as blight. Right? Which is the mildewing and fungus of crops. And with a fearful constellation, right? The Farmer's Almanac, right? They watch the skies, right? What is it? These farmers say red skies mean a storm is coming. Something of that matter, right? So what their Farmer's Almanac, right? Them watching the skies, it's fearful. Right, I wanted to get a scripture. Let me see if I can find it. Baksha, Slakia, hold on. Kind of was in the very same scripture I was going to read. Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24. The point's in 5, but we'll read through to 6. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Right? And this earth as it is unprofitable. Right? It's under the rulership. It's being ruled and governed by a base man. Right? So he's a mad scientist. He's got his chemtrails, his GMOs, his bioengineered insects. Right? Look, we're going down. We're going down into the end of we're going into May now. It's the end of April. We're going into May up here in Canada. It's still cold, man. It's overcast. It's cold. The trees aren't popping like they normally be popping. I can attest. I don't see any bees. Right? This earth is under poor management. It says here, the haughty people of the earth do languish. Right? Languish meaning to hardship, suffer. Let's look at that now. I want to read it in NLT. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourns and dries up, and the land wastes away and withers. Even the greatest people on earth waste away. I want to look at this word, languish. Right? Because the earth is withering. Right? It's under poor management. I want to look at this word, wither. Languish. Strong's H535. Amal in the Hebrew. To be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted, right? To be or grow feeble, to languish. By implication, to be sick, to mourn, languish, be weak, wax, feeble. It said exhausted, right? The earth, Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth. Right? The world languisheth. The world is exhausted and fadeth away. The haughty, this word haughty, Strong's H4791. Rome, height, elevation, elevated place, in a high place, you Edomites. Height, proudly, of the nobles, you Edomites. Right? You are in rulership. This is your heaven. You are lofty. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Right? You see Edomites out here catching hell, man. Right? You see a lot of homeless Edomites with paper, with cardboard signs. Right? They're on that they got that Fediline. Right? Right? Scriptures say Deuteronomy 30:7 says shall cause all these curses to fall on thy enemy, roughly paraphrasing. Right? These Edomites, as well as these other nations, are now starting to go through it. Right? They're now starting to get a taste of that humble pie, get a slice of catching hell, which has been the plight of Israelites. Israel being a people before it's a place. Right? Back into the scripture. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws. Right? And who's in rulership? Esau, Edom. Right? He's transgressed the laws. Right? Scriptures say, though favor be shown to the wicked. Let me see if I can find that. It's in Isaiah. It might be 29. Though favor be shown to the wickedness, he will not learn righteousness. Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. Right, you are in rulership. The Lord put you in rulership. The base man, right, to fulfill prophecy. Yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Right? Scripture say, the fool that saith in his heart, there is no God. That's Esau. Right? Because they have transgressed the laws. Right? What are one of the laws? The land Sabbath. Every 7 years, you're not supposed to grow any crops on that specific plot of land. Right? That's the righteous way. That's the righteous way. Righteous fertilizer, giving the land a rest. Right? Not these what is it called? NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Right? That's these fertilizers. Right? And this thing with the Strait of Hormuz, people ain't seen nothing yet. Listen, hunger is coming to America the Great, Babylon the Great. Hunger is coming on a worldwide scale. The world economy, hunger is coming for the world economy. The whole world. Listen, the depression of the 1920s is baby food compared to what we are on the doorsteps of. What is coming? It says here, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, changed the ordinance. Esau did that. The ordinance, Strong's H2706.
Strong's H2706. Hulk.
Statute, ordinance, limit, something prescribed. Prescribed task. Right? Before, scribe, right. Pre-written. Prescribed portion. Prescribed due. Prescribed limit, boundary. Enactment, decree, ordinance, specific decree. Law in general, right? You've broken the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Civil enactments prescribed by the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yashai. Appointed, bound, commandment, convenient, custom, decree, right? The laws and ordinances of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, right? Esau. The curse of the earth. Verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. Right? The inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. Right? Ultimately the missiles. Right? The Lord's got to purify with the purifying agent, the fire. Right? The missiles being the curse that will devour the earth. The missiles. Right? Purifying agent. The besom of destruction. Right? This place must be America the Great, Babylon the Great must be laid waste. Back in what did I have here? 2 Ezra 15. I read that already. Right, Joel 1. Joel 1, and we'll close out, man. All right, this devil, this earth needs new management. Let's get that real quick. Ecclesiasticus 10. And 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Right. Esau, Edom. Unwise king. Scripture says, woe unto you when your prince is a child. Let's see if I can find that. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 10, verse 16. KJV. Salakia. NLT. What sorrow for the land ruled by a servant. The land whose leaders feast in the morning, right? And who is the servant? Esau, Edom. Scripture say, I have seen servants upon horses. I believe that's in this very same chapter. Khan. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses, right? Servants. Esau, Edom, right? As well as these other nations, but Esau, Edom, the chief offender, right? Upon horses, in powership, in rulership. Horses is symbolic of power. And princes, right? The Israelites, Israel being a people before it's a place. Walking as servants upon the earth, right? This is a bizarro, upside down world, right? But the Lord did this to fulfill prophecy. The Lord did this to us. Right? We had to learn unrighteousness to appreciate righteousness. Right? We have to learn wickedness to be true judges, right? In the kingdom, the elect, the judges, the 144 will be balanced. They'll have the laws written in their inward parts, but they'll have learned wickedness. They'll have knowledge. They'll have knowledge of wickedness, being in these sinful, decrepit bodies. In the kingdom, the laws written in their inward parts and the perfect bodies will be righteous judges. Ecclesiastes 10 and 16. What sorrow for the land ruled by a servant, right? And this land, this kingdom, this world, Esau's kingdom, Esau's heaven, right? It's in sorrow. Why? Because it's ruled by a servant, a base man. The land whose leaders feast in the morning, right? And they listen, they have the fatness of the earth. Right? Back in where were we? Sirach 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right? Unwise king, Esau, Edom, right? Destroyeth his people. Right? This is the menace. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right? And when the true rulership is set up on earth as it is in heaven, under Yahushai, under King David, right? It says here, the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Then the earth will be in balance. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Right? In due time will he set over it one that is profitable. Right? Right now it's not profitable. Right now it's being governed, ruled in wickedness. Right? And we know it's all by design. Right? Esau spraying things. Esau's got his GMOs, his bioengineered foods. Billy Snakes bought up all that farmland. Right? Engineered famine. Right? Because all roads lead to the MOTB. Right? The New World Order, the MOTB, the Revelation 13 verse 16 on down, the grain of rice. So that, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great Muslim and teachers of rule. Shalom to the elect.